Hey guys, wanted to make another fancy polished video this week, but it's been a crazy week. And so I know that it's definitely naturally my personality to always have like really polished stuff, but this week's been crazy. And so I wanted to have just kind of a real video this week, if you will, that's like very down and dirty, because I don't want you guys to get this one-sided view of production as if it's always awesome, like making a film's easy, any of that kind of a stuff. I'm going to say something a little controversial in that I think if anyone's considering a career to become a filmmaker, you probably shouldn't. And I don't mean like you can't. I just mean like may not be best for you, for your mental health, for your sense of self, your marriage, like your relationships in your life. Like it's brutal. Like it's been 2+ years now that we've been working on this project. And oftentimes it's like, 70, 80, 90-hour weeks, just back to back to back. It's like a sprint that goes on for the duration of a marathon. And some weeks like this week, it's just, it's really hard. You feel like you're working so hard and it's not getting seen, or, it's not actually making an impact on the speed of production, or all the various ways, all the complications that pop up that you can't foresee, or, you just can't anticipate. So production's moving along really well. I really wish, I was able to showcase more of our concept art, but something I'll share a little later in this video is that a show getting spun up is almost like getting a space shuttle into orbit. Like it's an insane amount of work initially, and then once you get it beyond the atmosphere, it's a lot easier. It requires less momentum. So we're just kind of in that stage right now where it's just everything's on fire, like a rocket, and but that's just part of the process of just kind of bypassing gravity to really get to a destination that no one's ever been before. And so it's exciting, it's scary, but I don't know. I think it's important you guys see that we're humans too, and we get really discouraged some weeks, we get overwhelmed some weeks. The team's just, we're still in like the first stages of production now, getting into, we're doing, a lot of just different stages of art, sequencing out the shots. And I can't wait to show you guys a lot of that, because it's going to be in the coming weeks. But all our plans for telling this grand story this week was just, this is like the first free time I've had and it's like the day before we're posting this video. But I really wanted to share with you guys like one moment that really kind of changed a lot of it this week. And it's just a conversation I had with Michael where he said something that was like, it just made it feel like all this effort is really worth it. Like that's one of the reasons we're doing this. So I called Michael real quick and I just did it interview style with the two of us, just so that you guys could see one of the really cool wins that came amidst a hard week.
All right, man. Michael, thank you so much for joining me on a last minute call. I just, we got this Friday video coming out, and it's been a rough week, I know it's been for me. Has it been for you?
I just took an ibuprofen 800 about literally an hour ago, because my stress headache has been like on one today. Yeah. It is what it is. It sucks. Everything sucks. And then you go to parties afterward.
That is showbiz in a nutshell. So yeah, man. Well, you earlier today you told me about a really cool moment that happened during the casting process, and I just thought it'd be really cool to share that with the audience, because it made my day, and I think it could really help other people too.
So earlier today we were doing like our final callbacks, and some of the actors felt moved enough to tell us that being a Black actor in Hollywood doesn't necessarily mean you get to voice Black characters. And it was really nice to understand. It was really great to see them voice someone who looks like them for the first time, for the second time, for the fifth time. It doesn't happen often, and they let us know that. That's how serious it was. It was deep. It was weirdly emotional. I did not think that was a thing. I did not think that we were impacting, I don't know, my community that heavily. And while it's fantastic, I just love the fact that it comes from an authentic place, right? We're not doing this for the pandering of it all. We know the best way to tell our story is to be specific, and just watching these actors get to act, I don't know, really, really, it touched me. It moved me. It was something I didn't know was gonna do that, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. It was cool to hear that, because I think anime, I think we probably talked about this before, but like anime for the most part is largely homogenous with like what colors are on screen, if you will. You know, it's mostly white or super light skinned, you know, people on screen, and there's not a lot of like black characters in anime.
I wonder if there were some prominent black guys on screen that looked like me, or that I could pretend I am without feeling like I was pretending to be my white friends in a sense, right? Like that's their character. They're pretending to be like them. So if I'm pretending to be like them, then I'm just following in their steps, and I'm very lone wolfy, and I'm like, well, there's no one for me to pretend to be. And I think that that's one of the fun parts about being a kid watching cartoons, right? You get to inhabit a character, right? So I wonder if there were more of that on screen, if I'd be a little bit more, I don't know.
Yeah, if you would have been more into anime growing up, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, like some of my friends' kids, you know, are like love Dragon Ball Z and Naruto and just like religiously watch it, but like they never saw themselves in any of the characters on screen. And so it's cool to me that, you know, I think our team's all in alignment that like if we can show just a really diverse cast of characters in our show, it's just so much more like people can see themselves in so many different characters.
It's fun. It's fun. And again, it's not pandering, because I genuinely, I think you can smell pandering 100 miles away. That's why this conversation is happening. It hit me. I'm like, holy shit, we're doing the thing. We're accidentally, back to the beautiful ignorance, we're accidentally doing the thing, because that's how this is supposed to work in our heads. Like not because
it's like a formula. Yeah.
Right. No, that's where I want everyone to live. Like, do it because it comes naturally, not because you're reaching. That's just stupid. You can see the black characters we get to put in the show without like it being a mandatory thing. We need more black in this. We need more Hispanic in this. It's like, no, it's just a great show. And because you, Ryan, me, and Katie from the top down are going, this is how you tell a story. This is how we want to tell our story. It's just a conscious effort to tell the best story, because that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to cure cancer. I'm not trying to do anything. And I can't solve homelessness. I can tell a great story. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what we're all trying to do. And that's the seed that will grow into accidentally becoming that which you want to see in the world.
It's so beautiful for you to just kind of sum it up like that, because it's what we're all about, man. We're all about telling beautiful stories. We're all about telling stories that matter. And there's just so many facets, like, and that's one facet of so many things we're trying to share in the show, right? You know, we're trying to talk about the future of mental health. We're trying to talk about the future of isolation and loneliness. And we're trying to talk about the future of the dangers of AI. Like, there's so much we're telling in the story. And so I'm just really thankful that Gala and their community has really seen, you know, and just really bought into this idea that this story is worth telling. These storytellers matter. Who we're telling it with matters.
But it all boils down to the human condition, right? Like, that's what it all is. It's not all, we have to hit this bucket. We have to hit this bucket. We have to hit this bucket. No. This is all just the human condition. And obviously we sprinkle some jokes and some action in there for the sake of the show. And that's awesome. But it's not laborious to put all those things in there, because it's not about all those things. It's about the human condition in these circumstances, in these situations. And that's why it's what I believe. That's why I think the show could like live, right? It's It's not show for show's sake. It's humans, ironically in anime form, but it's the human condition, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And it's just stuff people can really relate to. Like I can't wait for all gamers and all underdogs and all people just to like see this and see themselves in all these characters, man. So that's what it's all about. Yeah, that's what it's all about. So yeah, I mean, I think that's probably a good wrap up on today. But I know that really turned my week around. Like I recorded like 100 versions yesterday of like, this week has been brutal. It's been so hard. We're worked to the bone. I don't see the end in sight. And then you tell me something like that today. I was like, dude, we need to be thankful, man. Like amidst all this hardship, there's like, it's worth doing, you know? So thank you, dude.
What can I say, man? I'm here for you. I'll help pick you up anytime I can, as long as it's not during work hours, because I wish you guys, as I'm cognizant of you being here, I wish the community could actually like see the day to day, because it's like the most controlled chaos. It's an orchestra, and it's a bunch of people learning how to play together, and it's fun. It sucks. It's hard, but it's fun. But it sucks and it's hard, but it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think people will be able to see more of that, of just like, you know, as we get more structure to sort of our flow on a weekly basis, I think we'll be able to basically break down, okay, here's all the things that go on an average week. And it's like this and this and this and this. So yeah, man, I can't wait till like
things over that first hump too. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're going to get that first hump.
Yep. I very soon we'll be able to start showing to the community, you know, here's all the different concepts art. Here's what the storyboards are looking like. Here's what some of the early animatics are looking like. It's just, shows aren't quick. Shows aren't easy. And in order to kind of get this space shuttle into orbit, it takes an insane amount of work. But once you get gravity on your side a bit, we're really able to start churning out, you know, weekly updates a lot better. But it's been a fun ride so far, man. And I just want to let the community know more content is coming soon. We're really getting now faces to be integrated, right? We sent out an email on that this week. So if you haven't yet, go to ghostofruin.com/email and send us your email, because we want to get photos from you. So once you include us in your email, we're going to be able to send you how you can get us, you know, kind of get animated into the show by sending us your info.
Yeah, basically we need it for the studio. Like the studio needs to legitimately start doing what they do, right? Animating. And the sooner we get that, the better. And I think we're going to put a deadline on it by like March 15th or something like that. We'll send a thingy, but we're working our asses off for you guys over here. We're happy. We're thank you for bobbing and weaving with us. Look at PJ's face.
It's like, yeah, we're working around the clock.
It is what it is. Happy Friday. But yeah, get your stuff in as soon as possible. We need all the help we can get, and if you guys are helping us, we're helping you.
We'll talk soon, man. Thank you all.